Hello everyone and welcome back to some more K-pop news. In today's video, I have news on how ADOR has now rebranded NEWJEANS to a new group. Also, I have news on how FANTAGIO has now put out a new statement about Cha Woo's tax evasion allegations and also a whole lot of news like that as well. So with all that being said, let's get straight right to the video right now. This morning, ADOR has now rebranded NEWJEANS to a new group, and what I mean by that is that across all of their social media accounts, including their Spotify account, ADOR has now deleted the photo that had all 5 members of it and has now changed that photo to a banner of the group instead. Now look, after this photo came out, a lot of fans of NEWJEANS was saying that the reason that ADOR did this is because ADOR is hinting at something very big happening for the group, and here's my thoughts about that. The reason or why I believe that ADOR did this is because if you watched my video a couple of weeks ago, I talked about and said that ADOR is trying to add possibility new groups and ADOR is trying to add new members to the group, and I believe that situation is happening right now because think about it. Why would ADOR be seemingly deleting all photos of the group that had all 5 members inside of it if they are not trying to get rid of all evidence that Danielle had been kicked out, and if they are not hinting at the fact that they are adding new members to the group sometime very soon. And so because of that one reason, that is why I believe that ADOR has now deleted all photos of the jeans that had all 5 members inside of it. But let me know down in the comment section down below. Why do you think ADOR deleted all photos of the jeans that had all 5 members of it last night? For the next news that I have for you today, FANTAGIO Entertainment has now put out a new statement about Cha Woo's tax evasion allegations, and in their new statement, they are now asking people to stop making any type of speculation about why he is in this situation right now. And what I'm talking about is that it says right here. However, we earnestly ask that people refrain from indiscriminate speculation, the spread of unverified information, and excessive interpretations regarding certain claims and suspicions being raised in some quarters. Now look, here's my thoughts about this one. I totally agree with FANTAGIO on this one, and the reason is because it's so simple. What do you think is going to happen if you spread false information on the internet? The answer is this. Somebody is going to believe on what you said, and then whenever the real news comes out, that same person is going to say this. Well, that news that came out is not real because of what you posted, but the post you made is all false. That's why I'm going to say this only once. Please do not spread false information or any false facts on the internet until the real truth comes out, because whatever you post can be real harmful to the actual situation that does happen right now. Now, moving on to a K-pop injury news for you, because last week it was announced that YERI from the K-pop girl group named Red Velvet has now injured her neck while doing Pilates, and it seems that because that, she is now going to be out for a while. And what I'm talking about is that it says right here. YERI shared that she injured her neck during Pilates and is wearing a neck brace while receiving physical therapy and steroid injections. I feel so bad for her that she has now gotten this very bad neck injury, and I'm hoping that through these physical therapy sessions that she is getting, I'm hoping that she can recover from her neck injury sometime very soon. For the next news that I have for you today, it was sadly announced that K-pop boy group named ONF has now disbanded from K-pop company named WM Entertainment after 8 years. And in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, WM Entertainment has announced that their contract with ONF went on January 29th. However, the group will get to keep the group name for their future activities. I'm very sad to hear and see that ONF has now left WM Entertainment after 8 years, and I'm so sad to find out on what company that this group is now going to be joining next with their already existing name called ONF in the near future. For the final K-pop news that I have for you today, it was announced that K-pop Demon Hunters has now become the first ever K-pop group inside K-pop to win an award at the Grammys last night. And what I'm talking about is that Golden from Huntrix has now won Best Song Written for Visual Media at the Grammys last night. Now look, for me, as a huge fan of the song called Golden and as a huge fan of K-pop Demon Hunters, I'm so happy that it won an award because you have no idea on how many times I've heard the song and you have no idea on how many times I've watched this movie, which is about like 5 times. But let me know down in the comment section down below. Are you also happy to hear that the song has now won an award? And also let me know down below on how many times you have seen the movie called K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. But thank you so much as always for watching today's K-pop news video. And don't forget, as always, to like, comment, and to also subscribe down below for more K-pop news like this one. Anyways, that's it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye!